This episode is sponsored by Capture Me Photography by Chandra. She is a Northern Colorado senior photographer, and she's nationally featured and a published photographer. She is amazing. We got to work with her with our headshots this past week, and we had an amazing experience. She makes you feel so comfortable. She edits so well and beautifully. She makes you feel beautiful in front of the camera and with her final product. And we are just very grateful that she sponsored this episode. You can book Chandra for your senior photos at www.capturemeco.com. Hi, I'm Rayma.
And I'm Andrea.
And this is Mile High Murder. We are just slightly obsessed with true crime. We text each other when new missing persons cases are unfolding. We add each other to Facebook sleuth groups and definitely feel like we have solved the cases before anyone else. We aren't creepy, I promise.
I'm sorry. That was dumb.
It's fine. I'm just gonna laugh.
I'm ready. Sorry. Hi, Rayma.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
It's a Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Wednesday's a good day.
It is a good day. You're in the middle of the week, almost to Friday. And
yeah,
you have a new episode of the Mile High Murder podcast.
I mean, that's the number one reason
That
why
is,
it's a good day.
it is.
You might be on your way to work right now listening to this, or you're on your way home from work right now listening to this.
Or you're not working.
And you're home cleaning.
And you're home cleaning, or you're wiping butts in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
And you're listening to Amen.
You might be doing any of these things.
Or so great. You're waiting for
at the DMV. You're waiting at the DMV.
Right. Like you're doing any menial task and you're just like, you know what? I need to listen to some Mile High Murder.
And we are just so happy you bring us along with you.
Totally.
So
wherever you are.
Wherever you are. Hi.
You're awesome. Okay. So I'm going to share a case with you today. And I have to give props to my friend Erica Schlegel, which I love saying her name. It's so fun.
Schlegel.
Because she was actually the one who reminded me about this case I had completely forgotten. And this is out of Berthoud, Colorado. So it's like such a small little town.
It is a small town. But you know, that town actually has a lot of tragedy. Really?
Oh. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. Off to a great start.
Okay.
We're doing it.
I'm laughing through saying tragedy.
Oh my God. You can't say that word. Something's wrong with your mouth.
Oh my gosh. Tragedy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, they have. There's been a lot that has happened in that town.
Bummer.
So it's sad.
Well, I had to do a little bit of research to find different spots in Berthoud, but I figured it out. So anyway, today I'm going to share with you the murder of Ashley Doolittle. And my information came kind of from all over the place, but one big spot was ashleydoolittlefoundation.org, which was an organization started by her mom.
Okay, cool.
CBS Denver 4, Berthoud Surveyor, and the Fence Post, which I've never heard of before. That was a new one for me.
I haven't heard of that one before.
Okay.
Is that a small town? Like something from Berthoud
it was where you know how I love my timelines.
Yes.
So it was something that came up first, and it was a great overall timeline for me. Okay. So I'm going to take you back to June 2016.
Which was not that long ago.
No, it really wasn't. Ashley Doolittle, had just turned 18 and had graduated from Berthoud High School. She is described as a funny, happy, kind, humble, hardworking, and full of life girl. She saw the good in everyone and was always there to offer a helping hand. She was accepted to and planning to attend CSU in the fall to study agricultural business.
Oh, cool.
Which I didn't.
She was super pretty too.
No, she was adorable.
Yeah.
Ashley loved horses, and she actually started riding them at 5 years old, which I don't think at 35 that I have ever ridden a horse.
What? Are you serious?
I can't think of one. Lie. That was a huge fat lie. I did one time at my granny's house in Nashville.
Okay.
But I was like,
that's good. At least you've ridden a horse.
Maybe I didn't though. I don't remember if I got on the horse or not. Whatever, who cares? And
we're on
derailed. Yep. Okay, so from there,
she loved horses.
She did. from an early age. She went on to get involved with 4-H, and she did that for 8 years. And then she went to Thompson FFA, which is an agricultural science program in Loveland.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea
I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah.
Nope.
I'm not a farmer by any means or like into 4-H
You're not?
by any means.
Oh,
nope.
crazy.
Definitely a city girl over here.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know nothing.
Yeah, I know nothing.
I'm not really a city girl or a country girl. I'm just somewhere in the middle. Anyway, she was also part of the Boulder County Fair and Royalty Program. Again, had no idea. So she participated in the Boulder County horse judging, the horse bowl, and hippology teams. I mean, she was all about horses.
That's cool.
She was a member of several national champion horse judging teams, including the 2014 Quarter Horse Congress National Team, the Arabian Nationals champion team for 3 consecutive years, and the National 4-H Western Roundup champion team. I mean, she did it all. So then through FFA, she was actually named 2016 High Individual Overall State Champion. She was a smart and talented young woman with a big future ahead of her. But because she's on our podcast, that means something went wrong. So like most young girls in high school, Ashley had a boyfriend, and she'd been seeing him since her junior year, and his name was Tanner Flores. He was 19. And of course, the beginning of the relationship was fun and exciting, but Tanner soon became jealous and controlling.
So was he was 19, she was 18. Was he already graduated by the time she was a senior? Or was he...
Well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Tanner was actually a high school dropout with no plans to attend college.
Oh, okay, great.
So
one of the guys that like as a parent, you were like, please don't
date
my
this
daughter.
guy.
Yeah. Don't date this guy.
But he instead had plans to work for his dad's trucking business. So,
okay, not too bad. At least he
finished high school, bro.
Yeah.
So while everything started to kind of spiral out of control, he started looking through her text messages. Heck no. He accused her of cheating on him, tracked her comings and goings, of course, hated all of her male friends, and then forbade her from going to any parties in college in the fall. Get out of here.
Oh, man.
No. So after a year of dating, excuse you.
Sorry.
Ashley finally broke up with Tanner, but I don't know if you've heard this before. I've read it in like research when we've done different cases, and then I have stuff at the end that I want to share with you. But the first couple of months after a breakup with an abusive partner are actually the most dangerous.
Really?
For the person who breaks up.
I did not know that.
Yes. Huh. Yes. I think they say it's the first 90 days. So
just because it can escalate, and
because they're just more likely to fly off the handle because they're mad.
The emotions and everything. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So Saturday, June 4th, 2016, Ashley and Tanner, these are all at his request. They go up to Estes Park to go on a hike to discuss their relationship. And according to Tanner, he said that things were good. Everything worked out fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then the following day, they both arrived at the Sundance Steakhouse and Saloon in Fort Collins. And according to witnesses, have you been there?
The Sundance?
I have no idea where that is.
Really? What? Did you? Okay.
Nope.
You didn't entirely grow up in Northern Colorado, but
no, 100% I didn't.
Okay. This is the weird thing. I've actually never been to the Sundance, but like everyone knows the Sundance. Like,
oh, well, I don't.
Yeah.
But I've only been here for 13 years.
Yeah. You didn't like grow up here. It's like something people did in high school and college.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Because you could go underage and still dance. You could still get in.
Oh, okay.
You just couldn't drink, obviously, but yeah.
So is it like 18 and up? Or no, you could go in high school.
I think you could go in high school. I'm pretty sure you could go when you're like 16.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but people call
it the Sundance. Is it off of Mulberry?
Yeah. It's on Mulberry.
Can you like see it from the road?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what it is.
It looks like it belongs at Disneyland. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't think it's that
cute.
Great, but
well, no, it's this cute little building.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look like it belongs on Mulberry.
Correct. Okay.
But anyways,
so,
yeah, the Sundance. They went to the Sundance.
They are, and they went separately. And according to witnesses,
like they weren't trying to go together.
No, like they both came like to hang out with the same people, but not together.
Like they were
broken up.
Right. Oh,
yeah. She was like, because I said, after a year of
He
dating,
said it.
she broke up with him. And then
that's
they
right,
went to
that's right.
Estes.
Then they went to
Pay
Estes,
attention,
but-
Rima. Come on.
No, I know, but you said things were good, so I didn't know if they like got back
According
together.
to Tanner.
Okay.
Allegedly.
But then they went to the Sundance. They were separate.
Right. Okay. Banging on all cylinders. Okay. So, but according to witnesses, Ashley clearly did not want to talk to him. And at one point, a witness says that Tanner grabbed Ashley and tried to spin her around to get her to talk to him.
Oh.
But she wouldn't do it. And so she just left without talking to him. So that was Saturday. On Monday, the 6th, Tanner is still trying to get Ashley to talk to him, but she makes it clear that they are broken up.
Good job, Ashley.
Ugh.
Boy.
So, but Tanner alleges that by the end of their conversation that they were back together. And from there, he says they went together to move hay for his grandpa.
Okay. On Monday.
Romance, you know? On Tuesday the 7th, Ashley has plans to meet her girlfriends at the Sundance again and tells Tanner not to show up because she doesn't want to see him. Later that evening, he calls Ashley claiming that he locked his keys in his truck and needs her to come rescue him, which she ignores.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. I was like, bye. Wednesday the 8th, Ashley agrees to help Tanner take a load of scrap metal to sell. Like, why? He's just like,
I mean, honestly,
these dumb things.
Well, yeah, but the fact that she ignored him with the truck thing, the key thing, kind of proves to me that these other things didn't happen. When someone actually needs you because they locked their keys in their car, wouldn't you not ignore at least and say like, oh, hey, sorry, I can't or whatever.
Right.
If you went and did all these other things.
I don't know. Who knows? And all of this is just his retelling.
His story.
So take that for what it is. So, okay, Wednesday the 8th, she agrees to take a load of scrap metal to sell with him or go with him to sell it, you know. But this is another opportunity for Tanner to take her phone and raid all of her text messages.
They're broken up. Come on, dude.
So he says that he found flirtatious texts to other guys that indicated that she had cheated on him in the last few days. So then this bonehead calls these guys, and this totally pisses Ashley off. She's so annoyed, and she keeps saying, like, we're broken up. This isn't your problem. But according to Tanner, that they were on again, off again.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, it seems pretty obvious from the evidence that you're
that he's
presenting
just
to
a
me.
controlling, manipulative
and that
narcissist.
She's like over it. Why are you still hanging out with him though?
She's obviously a nice person and is trying to like give him the benefit of the doubt. So then Tanner goes over to Ashley's house in a rage to get all of his, like, any, you know, how you leave your stuff at your boyfriend's house or girlfriend's house or whatever. And any jewelry that he gave her while they were dating, which I'm like, what can you afford when you're 17?
Yeah.
Jewelry from the Walmart. And then throughout that day, there's this long list of text exchanges between the two of them. And one of the texts from Tanner accuses Ashley of cheating on him. And he hopes that she realizes, quote, what she is throwing away.
Oh, dear.
He also said that he regretted how much money he had spent on her when they were dating.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. He's lovely.
Okay, though, however, I will say I would hate if someone had read through my text messages going through breakups because I feel like you kind
Because
of
they're extremely dramatic.
Yeah, they're dramatic and you say stupid things, you know?
However, when I was a
emotions.
teenager, we didn't text each other.
Good point.
So there was no proof of being a completely
Probably,
dramatic
There
girl.
were some message boards somewhere. Some like
100% they are. Yep. That's great. Okay. So then his next text says, I'm going to do something stupid now. Bye. Ashley responds by saying, I never cheated on you. I never did anything with anyone while we were together. Our relationship has been over for a long time. I wanted to be friends, but that isn't possible. So then he goes on texting her again. Can we please meet tonight? I won't survive. And she replies, yes, you will. Which is so great.
good for her. She's got sass.
She does. But once again, Tanner somehow convinces Ashley to meet him the following day. So they agree to meet at Lon Hagler Reservoir in Loveland. And Tanner says that that morning he had taken his dad's pistol to go shooting near Carter Lake, but he can't give an exact time or really anything about all of that. So from there, Oh, excuse me. My phone vibrated.
You're so popular.
So Ashley comes and meets him and then at Lon Hagler Reservoir. And then Tanner actually drives Ashley back to Carter Lake where he asks her what he can do to get back with her. Ashley tries to get out of his truck, but Tanner drives off so that she can't. So they're fighting in the car, and Tanner stops on Laramie County Road 21 and County Road 8 in Berthoud. He reaches behind a seat and pulls out his dad's gun. He then shoots Ashley in the head one time. And then when he realizes that she's still alive, Tanner shoots Ashley 2 more times.
I didn't ever know that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he will say later it's because he didn't want her to suffer.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I think he's just a sadistic
he
jerk.
yeah.
So then he gets Ashley's phone. So he's obviously banging on all cylinders here because he takes Ashley's phone and texts his phone saying that she can't meet him.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Okay.
He's also dumb though because they're gonna ping the phones in the same
I
location.
know. I'm like, dude, do you not know how this works? And this is 2016, so it's not like we don't know this stuff.
Well,
So then, get this ish. Tanner covers Ashley's body with a blanket still in the front seat of his truck and drives to his great-grandfather's property in Colburn, Colorado, which is right outside of Grand Junction. From Berthoud to nearly Grand Junction with a dead body on his front seat.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So while he's driving, he throws both of their cell phones out the window, which... Okay. They can still pull up all those records, you moron. So he gets to the property around 10 o'clock and he breaks the glass on the back door to get inside the house. And eventually he'll bring Ashley's body inside.
Oh my god.
But he's just, farting around in there. So he starts to clean the blood off of her face and her body. He washes her clothes and puts them back on her.
What? I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
This poor girl.
It's awful. Awful.
I feel
then-
so bad for her family too.
Oh, it's terrible. So according to Tanner, he spent the rest of the evening watching cartoons.
Oh, I hate
19-year-old watching cartoons and eventually falls asleep in a chair. So that night, Ashley and Tanner's parents report that both of them are missing. And the following morning, Tanner's grandmother, Suzanne, calls a neighbor, whose name is also Suzanne, to see if Tanner's truck is parked on his great-grandfather's property. And when she confirms that it is, the neighbor calls the police. So, or she calls authorities because a Colorado Parks and Wildlife District manager shows up and he starts to surveil the property. So he and this woman is so great. They watch this guy throw 2 blood-soaked rags into a field near the house and then take a rolled up mat to a wood pile behind the house, which eventually they learned was the mat that he had laid her on inside the house. Then both the parks manager and the neighbor watch as Tanner moves Ashley's body, still wrapped in a blanket, from the house into the backseat of his truck. And the neighbor actually sees Ashley's arm swing out of the
my
blanket.
gosh.
So they know that she's gone. So SWAT arrives a little while later, and
So
they
he had no idea they were watching him at all.
no, because
Well, I mean, obviously, if he's
a
doing
lot
all
of
that,
acreage.
but-
I can't remember how
Okay.
much, but they
Okay.
are watching from a distance.
And they just call SWAT right away.
Yep. So SWAT comes and they get him on or they do like the loud, what's like the bullhorn thing, whatever that's called, and tell him to come out of the house. And so he comes out. You know
I don't know
what I mean?
what the
Megaphone.
megaphone.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yes,
yeah.
that's the one.
How
Okay.
funny.
He comes out, he's compliant, and he's taken into custody. But as they begin to start the investigation, Tanner says that he accidentally shot Ashley. How do you accidentally
3
shoot
times?
somebody 3 times?
Yeah.
But later he recants and says, oh, no, I actually did it on purpose. So 16 months later, Tanner Flores' trial begins on September 26, 2017. This is always so bad, but I love it when the defendant takes a stand and talks. He talked for 3 hours. And I'm like, bro, you have a
Why
terrible
would
defense
he- why
attorney.
would-
Sit down
yeah,
and
why
shut
would
your dang
he
mouth.
take the stand? I mean, I guess because he's the only witness, but
He is.
I mean but that's insane. 3 hours.
Yeah. So anyway, so he takes a stand and he testifies that he killed Ashley, but that it wasn't planned. He says, quote, "It wasn't an intentional thing. It's just something that happened."
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So basically he's saying it's not premeditated. It just happened.
Right.
But
he was escalating. Like he showed so many signs of abuse. Anyway. Okay. So the jury finds Tanner guilty just 10 days later of first-degree murder, felony murder, and second-degree kidnapping.
Oh, wow. Did they get him on anything like tampering with the deceased body? Did you see anything about that?
I didn't see anything about that. These are the charges that stuck. But it doesn't matter because he was sentenced to life in prison plus 32 years without the possibility of parole. So he's going to rot where he belongs.
Good.
So this is so beautiful, but it's always so hard when the parent speaks.
I know.
But it's also always beautiful. So
Yeah.
Ashley's mom, Anne Marie, spoke at his sentencing, and she talked about what a light her daughter was, how much she loved horses, and how their family would never get to experience watching Ashley walk down the aisle or seeing babies. Ugh. And she actually addresses Tanner's family and says, quote, "Our hearts go out to the Flores family. A part of me feels sorry for Tanner, but that does not mean that he should not be punished for his actions. We want him to carry out the rest of his life in prison," end quote.
Wow.
Yeah. So a couple of cool things that happened after Ashley's death because her mom like really went to bat for her. So a couple things with the rodeo, which I think is adorable. At the time of her death, Ashley was actually designated the Boulder County Fair and Rodeo Lady in Waiting.
Aww.
And it was crowned.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds great.
It's adorable. So she was like, okay, so then she went on. They crowned her 2017 Boulder Queen after her death. So she was
that's cool.
like a lady in waiting to a queen kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And before she died, Ashley actually proposed a princess program for younger girls in the royalty program.
That's cute.
I know. In 2017, that proposition was implemented, and each year, 2 girls are selected as the Ashley Doolittle Princess Program and are called Ashley's Princesses.
Aww.
So they wear like a sash and like a little pin with Ashley's photo on it. So cute.
That is so cute.
Ashley believed that rodeo queens are the preeminent ambassadors of Western lifestyle, which exemplifies freedom, self-reliance, and loyalty.
Cool.
She was like a really cool human being.
Yeah.
Like she was very self-assured.
Even like her text messages, I love
I know,
her.
it's
like,
great.
I think she's awesome.
She's like, no, you're fine.
She knew how to stick up for herself too.
Yes, she did. And later that year, Ashley's mom, or sorry, I think it was earlier that year, actually, I wrote that down wrong. Ashley's mom, Anne Marie, established the Ashley Doolittle Foundation to spread awareness of teen dating violence, which I did not know was a thing.
I mean, of course it's a thing, but that's awesome to have.
It's amazing.
Something to make awareness of that. Because I think too, when you are young, and maybe that might be when you're a teen, sometimes that's the first boyfriend you've ever had or the first experience in a relationship. So you don't know how it's supposed to go.
Right.
So I think having something that, can be like, hey, these are warning signs that this is not supposed to be this way.
Absolutely. So they do these free, they're called escalation workshops where they have open dialogues with teenagers about relationship violence. And the whole point of the foundation is to spread information to help break the cycle of dating violence.
Cool.
And then they do a gala every year. There's one this year actually at Grace Place Church.
Oh, that's awesome. In Berthoud, yeah.
In Berthoud on October 5th. And you can actually purchase tickets if you want to go at ashleydoolittlefoundation.org. But I wanted to share a couple of things. This is a little more serious because this is I didn't realize that it was actually becoming an epidemic.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to share some facts about teen dating violence because it's really important that if you have teenagers or you are a teenager, look for the warning signs. So all of these stats, you can find them anywhere, but these obviously are Wikipedia and Ashley Doolittle Foundation, 1 in 3 U.S. teens ages 14 to 20 have been victims of dating violence. 1 in 3.
Wow.
Young women in this age group are actually at a 3 times greater risk than any other demographic. Annually, 1.5 million high school students nationwide experience physical abuse from a dating partner. In high school.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. Violent behavior often begins between 6th and 12th grade, so ages 12 to 18. Yep. Mm-hmm. Women ages 16 to 24 experience the highest per capita rate of intimate partner violence. Each year, an estimated 1,200 deaths due to relationship violence occur. That's more than 3 a day.
Oh, man.
So it's very important that you start talking to your kids about it, that you're aware of it. And I found this really awesome organization that that is a really great resource for help with abusive relationships. And that is loveisrespect.org. They were actually launched in February 2007 as a project of the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And they actually got a supporting grant from Liz Claiborne Incorporated.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. So this was the first 24-hour-a-day resource for teens who were experiencing dating violence and abuse, and is the only teen helpline, serving all of the United States and its territories.
That's awesome.
So they offer highly trained advocates for support, information, and advocacy to young people who have questions or concerns about their dating relationships. So if you need any of that, it's free and confidential. There's a live chat, there's a phone number, and you can even text them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. You can go to loveisrespect.org, or you can text love is to 22522, or you can call them at 866-331-9474. It makes me sad, having little kids and knowing that this is something that is actually a problem.
Yeah, I know.
But
a lot of this made me think of my daughters.
I know.
I
it's
just
crazy.
can't imagine what their family, went through all this. And
yeah. But I'm really impressed by people who come from tragedy and just make
something good
come out of it. Yeah,
I agree with
so
that.
I'm really impressed by her mom, because it's so awful. And you see the warning signs and you see what a douche this kid was, and you're just can't stop it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's Ashley Doolittle and how much her life impacted all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. You guys, that was a heavy one.
That was a heavy one.
But really good. I'm really impressed with all these, that resource center.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Yeah. So thank you for listening to us this week. And go follow us on Instagram at Mile High Murder Podcast. And
then join our Facebook group, Mile High Murder Podcast Discussion Group. We discuss things.
True crime things.
Yeah. And if you would do us a solid and head over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review, that helps us know how we're doing. And it also helps get our little podcast seen by more people.
And even better, if you could write us a review,
yes,
we would
super
love that.
Great. We would love
Just
it.
say, I love Andrea and Rema so much. They're so great. True crime is so great. Anyways, and then also, if you have any cases that you want to see or hear us cover, you can go to our link in our bio on Instagram, and we have something a little link you can follow to fill out a whole survey questionnaire type thing to give us that case. Or you can email us at milehighmurderpodcast@gmail.com. And we are always looking for new cases to cover.
We are, absolutely.
And if you have one that you think would be a good one, you can send it over to us.
We'll give you a little shout out.
We will.
Because you're awesome. So thanks for listening, and we will be back next week with a new case for you. Bye-bye.